When it comes to going through, again, these features are available for VAST 5.3. If you are not on 5.3, I'm going to touch very briefly on some of the upgrade process here again for this. So some of the upgrade best practices. I would highly encourage you that if you are looking to go through and make use of some of these features, consult with your customer success engineer, consult with your support engineer, and your local sales engineer on what the steps are to go through and do this. We are more than happy to walk through this with you and assist you with this upgrade. There's no reason for you to go through and do this on your own for that. But when we're going through and we want to go through do an upgrade on this, some rules of best practices here is that we want to make sure that our cluster is healthy to start out with. So we want to go through and look and see if we have any alarms on the cluster here. So this one, we've got a problem with an NIS state here, or an NIS provider maybe down on this. We've got a switch maybe that we're not talking to. So we want to investigate those, make sure the cluster is healthy from a hardware standpoint before we start. We can see all that state here for this. But the upgrades are pretty straightforward. We can come through, navigate into the infrastructure, click on clusters, and right-click on upgrade. Now, the upgrade package within VAST is provided as a single bundle. For that, your customer success engineer will provide you with a URL, an S3 bucket to go through and download, and you can provide this bundle to the cluster through a couple different means. You can either go through and upload it, download it to your local desktop and then upload it. You can have the cluster pull it from the cloud, or go through and upload it to one of the C nodes and tell the cluster to where it is from there. This bundle itself contains not only the VAST software, it also contains all the firmware versions on the system, all of the underlying Linux OS updates on the system. Typically, when you go through and you want to do an upgrade, you don't have to go through and do all of those there. If I want to go through and I want to fire off an upgrade here, I can click on upgrade, and then I can control what I need to go through and do. The upgrades, again, you normally just have to update the VMS software, but if there is a reason I need to do a firmware update or an underlying OS update, I can select those. Upgrade process doesn't behave any different. It just means that it might take a little longer because you're doing these additional steps. So I just do that, click on upgrade cluster, and that's all that it does. It goes off and starts performing the upgrade in the background. The VAST clusters are designed to be upgraded online. Nothing has to be taken offline, or sorry, the cluster doesn't have to be taken down to do upgrades. We do upgrades in a rolling fashion. We start with the C nodes, or start with the D nodes in the back end. A D node is taken down. The other D node in that particular D box takes over the functionality that's transparent to the clients. The upgrade is performed. The D node's brought back online, and we just repeat it for the other D node and then iterate on through those. Same thing with the C nodes. The C nodes, again, are stateless. So if a C node, we want to bring a C node down, we just move the VIP addresses over to another client, or over to another C node. All the client sees is just a TCP reconnect. They don't have to re-log in or reestablish connection. Any state, the C nodes themselves are stateless. Any state is contained in the SCMs. So the C node just picks it up where it is. Client just sees a TCP disconnect, reconnect, no different than if you accidentally unplugged a cable out of the back of your system, or somebody rebooted your access point for that. The internet's designed to go through and handle that. The protocols are designed to go through and handle those disconnects, reconnects. There's no authentication that needs to happen. So the VIP address fails over, C node is brought down, updated, brought back up, and the VIP address is moved back, and it just continues on for that. Amount of time that takes is going to vary depending upon the size of the cluster.